On the next Canine Corner, it's National Service Dog Month, and we'll meet a canine unit with the United States Marine Corp. We'll also be talking about ways we can give back with our dogs, and we'll be revealing Popeye's DNA test results. Plus, we'll tell you how you can give this guy a forever home. All this coming up on the next Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. This month is National Service Dog Month, and we'll introduce you to a canine unit with the United States Marine Corp and learn about the work they do. And we'll be talking about ways that you can give back with your canine companion. Plus, Jean Bresovich from Tranquil Pet will be here to talk to us about heat safety for pets. And I'm not sure if you remember, but last month, Dr. Paula from Dr. Paula's Mobile Veterinary Services DNA tested Popeye, and we have the big reveal coming up later in the show. But first, let's meet adorable rescue dogs from Animals Rural Rescue who are looking for their forever homes.
I'm Diane Higgs. I'm a volunteer at Animals Rural Rescue, which is located at 305 North Harbor Boulevard. In San Pedro. If you follow the signs to the USS Iowa, you will find us as well. We're a small organization. We don't have more than 20, at the most 25 dogs at any given time. We take great pride in finding the final perfect last home for all these little guys. We also, we're always looking for fosters. We can save more dogs if we have places to foster. So if any of your viewers are looking to do some great community service work, that's a great way to do that. Or just volunteer and come help us out. You know, we have a great time on Saturday mornings from 11 to 3 at Animals Rural at 305 North Harbor. So today we have Rhoda. She's a great little family dog. She came from a home where the family fell on hard times. A church that we're, have a relationship with took it upon themselves to help the family, and we said we would take care of the dog. So she's used to being in a home with with a ma, a pa, and some kids. She's great around children. She loves kids. She's also great with other dogs. Where she is right now, the family has 2 other dogs, and they just play and play. She's a very busy little 7-year-old, and everybody that spends any time with her will say that somebody's lying that she's 7 years old. She just has so much great, playful energy. She's just a really, really happy dog. She's a good family dog. She's like a no-issue dog. She uses the doggy door. She's housebroken. She gets along with other dogs. She gets along with cats. She gets along with people. She really is going to make someone a really great pet. She's unique looking. She's a Min Pin mix. She has beautiful green eyes. I don't know if that shows up on the TV, but she has really pretty markings. She's a very unique looking little dog, and she's got a great little personality to go with it. This is our gorgeous little fellow named Brew. He's about a year old. I'm gonna hold him up. I don't know if you can see how pretty he is. He's got this beautiful black hair. He's black and tan with a little white. He has beautiful markings, and he's a very sweet little 1-year-old dog. He's very mellow. I think if a lot of 1-year-olds wouldn't sit right here with you like this, but he loves to be with his human. That's the most important thing in his life, is to be with his human. We pulled him from a shelter. The owners, he was an owner surrender. Unfortunately, on 4th of July, the dog, when he came in, was full of ticks, filthy. Obviously had been in the backyard all of his life. So he doesn't know a lot. He is this clean slate, and the foster that he's with now is working with him and teaching him to be a good dog. He's in a home with a whole bunch of other dogs. Probably, if the truth be known, he gets along with them all, he plays with them. but he also, you know, humans trump dogs for him. So he would be good with other dogs, or he would be good as the only dog, because he will be your little shadow. We've had him, I don't know, maybe a month, 6 weeks. We're really pleased with him. I don't think he's going to last long, because he is such a gorgeous, gorgeous dog in really good, healthy shape.
Hi, I'm Vicki Schumacher, and I work along with Diane at Animals Rule. We have Boomer here today. He's a 5 to 8-year-old. He was attacked by a coyote and wandering probably for days. Was really chewed up, and he's coming along really great with people, with other dogs. He is sometimes a little scared, and when you go to reach over him, but like from behind. But I noticed today he's real friendly and loving, so he's anxious to be out here. He's house trained, likes dogs, can be a little jealous, you know, when you have him on your lap. But basically, he's a good little guy.
If you are interested in adopting any of these dogs, please contact Animals Rule Rescue at animalsrule.org. Those dogs are so cute, and each one would love to be part of your family. This month is National Service Dog Month, and not only do service dogs help their humans every single day, but military dogs are also honored this month for the work they do. We had a chance to meet with a canine unit from the United States Marine Corp. Military dogs and their handlers aren't just partners at work, they're best friends.
It's like coming to work every day just to see your best friend, and you know that they're always, always, always going to be there right by your side no matter what.
Currently, there are around 2,500 dogs in active military service and 700 deployed overseas, working in various branches of the military. I had the chance to speak with one of the handlers from the United States Marine Corp.
I'm attached to the field unit. We are the part that trains and deploys out to Afghanistan, Kuwait, Iraq. And basically all we do is we train up until that one day we get the magic call like, hey, we need you out here.
And once they deploy, the dogs have been trained for a variety of purposes to help and protect out in the field.
We go use our dogs to apprehend people and explosive detection, so we protect everybody else in the unit that we're working with.
I had the opportunity to watch Pico, a 2-year-old dog with the United States Marine Corps, and his handler demonstrate suspect apprehension.
There's 5 phases of aggression. The first one is the interview, so the decoy is going to be out in the field and they're going to call him to him just to show the dog's obedience to the handler and not to the decoy. The second phase is the bite phase, so the decoy is going to be like, oh, I don't want to come back to you, like your dog's freaking me out, so he's going to show that dog is not afraid to come and bite the decoy, and then they get the bite. The third phase is the search, and sometimes the reattack, it shows the dog's obedience to the handler once again, and that if that decoy were to threaten the handler in any way, then the dog will protect him and reattack that decoy. The fourth one is the search and the escort, so if you're an actual police officer and you're gonna take that decoy back to the car, your dog is gonna escort them, and you don't have anything to worry about. He's gonna protect you the whole way. And the last one is a standoff. We call it the magic bullet. So your dog is gonna be able to be released on the decoy, but called off at the last second just in case they give up.
And it's not all work and no play for the military dogs. They're able to switch between work and play mode.
They're like a normal dog, they're just attached to the military. So they'll be a normal dog walking around, and then next thing you know, when it's time to work, like they know it's time to work.
The United States has employed canines in combat since World War I. The dogs are extensively trained, so they are ready for any situation in the field.
We get them from overseas, and we also have a breeding program down at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, so that's primarily where we get our dogs from. They go through a 120-day training process where they learn basic obedience and basic drug detection, explosive detection, and tracking. So those are the types of dogs that we get.
Dogs have different personalities just like people do, so matching them with their handler needs to be a perfect fit.
All the dogs have their own personalities that they match with the handler to get that just right match, and they'll work perfectly together.
And that perfect pairing is what makes the dog and their handler such a great team.
The dogs is literally like the best part about coming to work. You just have somebody that's always going to be there for you, always listen to your problems, even if it's just going in there on your weekends off just to take your dog out, give him a bath. Like, that's the foundation of like that great handler-dog relationship.
And the relationship between the dog and their handler is one unlike any other. A big thank you to all military members for their service, including the furry four-legged ones. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. There's much more doggone fun when we come back.
For those who can't see, and those who have seen too much.
That's like 3 treats in one right
Exactly.
Oh, man.
One of our specialty cakes is going to be our strawberry layer cake. I haven't seen any cake like this at any other bakery.
I mean, this is amazing. This is beautiful, beautiful pastry. And if you have any leftovers, what do? Call Taste of Torrance and have me come by and pick them up, and
We'll give you a call next time to come on by.
Right on.
Welcome back to Canine Corner. I'm your host, Riannon Trutanich. Volunteering and giving back is one of the most fulfilling things. And volunteering and giving back with your dog is even better. Let's talk about some ways that you and your dog can help others. One thing that you can do to give back with your dog is to donate blankets, toys, or unopened food to your local animal shelter. Here in Torrance, you can donate to Torrance Animal Control. When we feature rescue groups on the show, I like to make little goodie bags for the rescue dogs. I just put in a doggy bag container, a toy, and some treats. It's just a little something to brighten the dog's day. Another thing that you can do is consider fostering a rescue animal. There are great rescue organizations, some of which we have featured on the show, that are always looking for foster parents for pets. You can go on their website and contact them. It's a great way to give a pet a temporary home, and who knows, you might become a foster failure like I know I would. And it's also nice to give your pet a companion to hang out with when you're not home, but just make sure that your pet is comfortable with the other animal before you decide to foster them. Another thing you can consider if you'd like to give back with your dog is having your dog become a therapy dog. Just make sure your dog has the right disposition and know that there is training and certification that goes along with becoming a therapy dog. You can go online and find local organizations in your area. Here in the South Bay, we have a wonderful group called Love on Four Paws who visits retirement homes, hospitals, and schools, and they have been on Canine Corner before. Check them out. Another way to give back with your dog is participating in a fundraiser with your dog and raising money for a good cause. One great way to do this is Bark for Life, the dog version of Relay for Life here in Torrance. We have a Canine Corner team each year, and we are already gearing up for 2017 Bark for Life happening on Sunday, October 22nd. You can join our Canine Corner team. You just need to visit our Facebook page to find out more information. Even though summer is winding down, it's still warming up outside, so it's important to keep our pets comfortable and safe during the hot weather. Jean Brusovich from Tranquil Pet is here now to give us some pet safety tips. What are some general hot weather pet safety tips?
Make sure that, your dog has water and shade. When you exercise them, make sure you do it first thing in the morning or in the evenings.
Is it okay to walk my dog in the evening in the hot weather?
The thing to remember about the evenings, though, is that the pavement is absorbing those summer rays all day long. So even while it's cooled down in the evening, there may be a couple of issues. So do you know what the 7-second rule is?
I do not. What's the 7-second rule?
So the 7-second rule is you take the back of your hand and you place it on the pavement.
Okay.
And you leave it there for 7 seconds, excuse me. I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm talking 1001, 1002, up to 1007. If you cannot leave your hand, the back of your hand on the pavement, it's too hot for your dog's paws, for their pads, I should say.
Should I have my dog wear booties when he's walking when it's warm outside?
people do buy them for their dogs for the summer. You just have to make sure that the material is breathable.
Okay.
Because dogs breathe through their mouth and the pads of their on their little paws.
Is it ever okay to leave your dog in the car when it's warm outside?
Never leave your dog in a parked car. I mean, even if you are driving and you go, oh, I just got to run in for a minute to buy milk or something. Those 3 minutes, the car can go from 85 degrees outside to 120 inside. And dogs especially are very susceptible to heat stroke.
What can I do to cool my dog down?
You can take their temperature.
Okay.
And if their dog's temperature is normal between 100 and 103.
Okay.
Now, they have a couple of ways you view the temperature. They do have it where you can insert a thermometer, they also have it where you could put it in the ear via, that's like $20 to take temperature in the ear.
Much
but
better.
you could tell by the symptoms if, without even doing that. And one of the things you can do is take a towel, put it over their back.
Okay.
Or a rug or anything where if you're out, whatever you have, put it over their back and take like a bottle of water, not ice cold, just on a room temperature, and just pour it across the back over that towel.
Okay.
Some people have been out and they don't have water, but they have like a bottle of soda, but it's room temperature. So just pour that, and that will help bring their temperature down.
Okay, great.
Some other things that you can do, like I said, just keep them well hydrated. Keep them, if you think, and again, this is one of those things where, again, I would check with your vet, but if you think your dog's not drinking enough water, maybe you might want to flavor it up a little bit with like some low sodium chicken broth or beef broth, not just diluted, but that will help make it more palatable for them, so maybe they'll drink a little bit more water.
Okay.
Again, keep, a cool, dry, safe place for them.
What are some signs of heat stroke?
There are ways to prevent heat stroke. I also have on my website a whole list of what to look for if your dog is experiencing heat stroke. Just a couple of them is behavior is sluggish, dry nose or a warm nose, excessive panting, drooling. If they faint, that's a big sign. But I have a lot of other, a whole list on my website.
Can dogs get sunburned?
Dogs can get sunburned just like us. Especially short hair and lighter colored dogs are susceptible to getting sunburned. Do not use sunscreen on dogs. And it pretty much goes across the board. Anything that we put on our skin or take into our bodies can be toxic to our animals. So you need to check with your vet. There are some sunscreens out there for animals, but I would ask you to talk to your vet about them.
If you would like more information about heat safety for pets, or if you would like to contact Jean, please visit tranquilpet.com. If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. Now, if you missed the adoption segment at the beginning of our show or just want to see the dogs again, here's your recap. Rhoda is a 7-year-old miniature pinscher mix. She's a very playful dog. She gets along with other dogs. She also gets along with children. She is housebroken. She's a very happy dog and would make a great family dog. Brew is a 1-year-old Dachshund Spaniel mix. He's a very sweet dog. He is happiest when he is hanging out with his human. He gets along with other dogs. He would love to have a forever home and be your best friend. Boomer is a Maltese and Terrier mix and is between 5 and 8 years old. He was attacked by a coyote and was found wandering on the street. He is house trained, he gets along with other dogs, and he would make the best companion. If you are interested in adopting any of these dogs, please contact Animals Rule Rescue at animalsrule.org. Well, it's time for the big reveal. If you remember from last month, we talked about DNA testing for dogs with Dr. Paula from Dr. Paula's Mobile Veterinary Services, and Dr. Paula DNA tested Popeye. Well, we got the results, and I think you'll be just as surprised as I was. Let's recap a little bit about DNA testing for dogs and find out what Popeye is. So what are the benefits of DNA testing your dog?
Well, in addition to being able to find out what breed your dogs are, it also gets great benefit of being able to be able to apply for apartment complexes or insurance by knowing what breeds they are. You can know what health risks there might be. Certain breeds are predisposed to getting cancer or have certain eye conditions. Herding breeds can have sensitivity to certain drugs. But then there's also being able to know what normal behaviors are for your dog by that behavior.
Are there different types of DNA tests for dogs?
There's two main types of tests currently. There's the cheek swab ones, which you can just order and have arrive at your house. And then there's the ones that you would go to your veterinarian for, which is a blood test. And the blood test just allows you to be able to test for more breeds, but also do those additional tests to look for those health risks.
You Google DNA test for dogs,
Yeah.
and there's so many, like there's just a ton of them that pop up. Are there a lot of variations in those? Are there some that are going to be more, some that are going to be like, I don't know, too many breeds, too much going on there?
Obviously, the more breeds and the more accurate they can be. They still, if you have a very diluted genetic pool in your dog, because it's such a mix, then you may get a little less accurate. Definitely those major breeds will come out easily. Now the Wisdom Panel, it's got a little bit more accuracy, the blood test version of it. It's tested in a USDA facility, double, triple checked with geneticists. So, and it's composed of 250 breeds in their database. So that obviously adds to the accuracy.
If you would like more information about Dr. Paula's mobile veterinary services or to schedule an appointment, please visit drpaulamobile.com. So it's what you all have been waiting for. It's finally time for the big reveal. What do you get when you combine 1/4 boxer with 1/4 American Bulldog with 1/8 American Staffordshire Terrier? I feel like this one wasn't too big of a surprise, but just wait. With 1/8 White Swiss Shepherd. And get ready for this one. With 1/8 Chow Chow. I know, right? I feel like that's not right, but it is. And last but not least, 1/8 mixed breed, meaning that the genetic pool is a little too diluted to say 100%, but it's most likely a mix of Terrier and Shar-Pei. So let's go on ahead and shut the gate and find out what all these breeds make up. It's Popeye! Popeye, come here, say hi. Come on, sit. Oh, good boy. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Thank you. My mouth was open, Popeye. If you want even more Canine Corner, including behind-the-scenes clips, tips for dog owners, and of course, hilarious photos of my dog Popeye, be sure to like our Facebook page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.